Welcome to Skytech-Lens. The year is 2025 and what was meant to be America's grandest sporting spectacle is now in crisis. The 2026 FIFA World Cup, awarded to North America, faces the real possibility of the US being sidelined. Matches including the final may be moved from iconic US cities to Canada or Mexico, not due to lack of infrastructure but because of America's own policies. Trade disputes, strict visa requirements, and a tense political climate have tangled what should have been a coast-to-coast celebration. The world's most popular sport is colliding with the world's most powerful nation, and the outcome is uncertain. The promise of an open, united tournament has given way to barriers and bureaucratic headaches. The world watches, not with excitement, but with doubt about whether the games can happen as planned. America, once set to showcase its love for football, now risks being remembered for fumbling the ball before the whistle even blows. At the heart of the crisis is the American visa system, a fortress wall for fans. Citizens from 12 nations, including Iran, face travel bans, barring their supporters from entry. For others, visa interview wait times stretch over a year, making travel planning nearly impossible. A new $250 security bond adds another hurdle for families hoping to attend. Human Rights Watch has warned FIFA that these policies undermine the World Cup's spirit of inclusivity. Official promises of smooth travel ring hollow against the reality of red tape and confusion. Journalists, team officials, and even players' families face the same daunting process. The World Cup thrives on international passion, but the US risks hosting games in sterile, domestic environments. By making entry so difficult, America transforms a global festival into a pale imitation of what the World Cup should be. The spirit of unity is at risk of being lost to bureaucracy. Beyond visas, US trade tariffs have driven up the cost of building and upgrading World Cup infrastructure. Stadium renovations and high-tech upgrades are delayed by supply chain disruptions and border holdups. Canadian steel for stadiums sits in limbo, halting progress at key venues. Organizers face a choice: absorb soaring costs or risk missing FIFA's strict deadlines. Ambitious plans for fan experiences are being scaled back or scrapped. Some cities resort to cheaper materials, risking safety and comfort. The dream of showcasing American innovation is eroded by protectionist policies. Local committees feel penalized by their own government, fighting a war against time and tariffs. Instead of setting a new standard, US venues may be remembered for what they could have been. Infrastructure, once a symbol of capability, now highlights the cost of self-inflicted wounds. The threat of losing World Cup matches is a direct hit to the economies of 11 US cities. Billions invested in stadiums, transport, and marketing hinge on an influx of international tourists. Losing even a few matches would devastate local businesses, hotels, and workers counting on the event. Rumors swirl of sponsors like Emirates and Visa pulling funds from US venues, redirecting them to Canada. Sponsors want global audiences, not restricted domestic affairs. The mere possibility of relocation causes hesitation in boardrooms, threatening vital sponsorships. The economic promise of 2026 is built on stability, a foundation now cracking. Jobs, local businesses, and city budgets all hang in the balance. The financial fallout could turn a story of opportunity into one of disappointment. Amid US uncertainty, Canada emerges as a beacon of stability and readiness. Vancouver and Toronto boast proven world-class venues with upgrades on schedule and on budget. Canada's visa process is efficient. Most fans need only a quick online authorization. This openness aligns perfectly with FIFA's vision of a global tournament. Canada offers not just backup, but a compelling, politically safe alternative. The country projects calm competence and a genuine welcome to the world. By taking on more games, Canada could enhance its global reputation as a reliable host. The northern neighbor stands ready to answer FIFA's call. Alongside Canada, Mexico stands as a deeply experienced and passionate host. Having hosted 2 previous World Cups, Mexico offers legendary stadiums and a football culture second to none. The Estadio Azteca, set for its 3rd final, is a ready-made stage for the world's biggest matches. Mexico's open entry policies make it easy for fans from dozens of countries to attend. No need for new construction, just open the doors. Vibrant crowds and a welcoming atmosphere are guaranteed. For FIFA, shifting more matches to Mexico is a low-risk, high-reward move. Mexico is not just a co-host, it's the tournament's spiritual heartland in North America. With crisis mounting, FIFA is deep into contingency planning. Plans range from moving a few matches to relocating the entire group stage to Canada and Mexico. FIFA regulations allow matches to be moved with just 90 days' notice if standards aren't met. Bureaucratic and political hurdles in the US could trigger this clause. A final decision may come as early as mid-2025, giving time for fans and sponsors to adjust. FIFA is sending a clear message: fix the issues or risk losing the world's biggest sporting event. The organization will not let its brand or the fan experience be compromised. This bold gambit could reshape how major events are awarded and managed. The World Cup crisis strikes at the heart of American soft power. For decades, the US has used global events to project openness and leadership. Now it risks appearing insular and mired in self-inflicted turmoil. The narrative is shifting from American exceptionalism to obstructionism. Canada and Mexico are stepping up as reliable, welcoming hosts. This role reversal is a blow to US prestige and international influence. If America can't manage a football tournament, doubts arise about its reliability in bigger arenas. Future bids for events like the Olympics could be jeopardized. The glow of American soft power is dimmed by this crisis. It's a self-inflicted wound that may take years to heal. As 2026 approaches, the US faces a defining moment. The final whistle hasn't blown, but time is running out. The nation must choose maintain restrictive policies and risk a diminished role, or embrace the world and reclaim its place as host. Real change means streamlining visas, creating exemptions, and resolving trade roadblocks. America can still deliver a successful tournament and reaffirm its global leadership. The World Cup is now a referendum on America's identity. Will it build walls or bridges? Look inward or engage the world? The ball is in America's court. The world is watching to see if the nation will rise to the occasion or score an own goal for the ages. The legacy of 2026 hangs in the balance. Thanks for watching a video and subscribe the channel now for more updates. Thanks.